the wisdom. And the fires of creation is that process of action turning knowledge into wisdom. We all know, but until we do, it's not the experience and the understanding of the experience that it takes to understand it. Experiential situation is really what it is.
It's not about what you do and all of the things you create or don't create. It is truly about lifetime to lifetime endurance and gaining joy and happiness out of it. It's not about success. It is just about joy, happiness, and love.
Have you been finding yourself stuck in a rut, unable to launch your new projects, not getting the experiences you're looking out of your spiritual experiences? You're trying to start a business and running into troubles? I have special coaching sessions for you. Spiritual readings, Akashic Records, healings, all those are available to you. I invite you to come and look at the different journeys that I've done in the live shows that I've done. I'm inviting you all to come on the journey, expand your life, expand your willpower, learn more about sovereignty. We also have the Living the Mystical Life monthly membership. It's a new relaunch of the system where you get all of our live webinars and get access to our Discord server for our live shows. Go to the website, andrewbartzis.com, for more information. Come and join our community, inviting you all to come on this journey as we expand to the universe of the Great Awakening. Welcome, everyone, to another adventure into reality. I'm your host, Andrew Bartzis, the one and only Galactic Historian. The first hour today is a live call-in show, and the second hour will be our members area. If you'd like to join and be a part of the members show, you can go to my website, andrewbartzis.com, and follow the store link and get a link to come and be in the members show. Join the growing community of people on the journey to practicing spiritual journeying. With that said, we are also offering our mentorship class that will begin the third week in January. We have a reduced price that fits everybody's budget. Please go take a look. I look forward to seeing all of you on the grander journey of advancing your spiritual practices. With that being said, we've got some callers already. Let's see, Brittany, you are the first caller. Signal to unmute. Brittany, are you there? Going once. Going twice. Going thrice. And she made it the last second.
Hi, sorry. I'm actually logged in on my friend's account, and my name is actually Anna.
Hello, Anna. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Good to be here.
What would you like to talk about today?
I've got a few things arising. The first one is I've just been on a journey over the last 5 years, struggling with IBS and gut health.
Yes.
And yeah, I've been wondering.
Have we talked before?
We haven't talked before. I've talked to you once, but I was like in a group of 4 women in the desert in Australia, but I didn't get to talk to you about this particular thing.
Okay.
But you've spoken with my friends that I live with a lot, so there might be some crossovers.
Okay, well, tell me about what's going on with your IBS.
So I kind of dance between constipation and diarrhea, and I find that it definitely flares up more when I'm like emotionally stressed, but I also struggle with like constant burping after eating and like waking up in the morning.
You have gut parasites is what's going on.
Okay.
Have you
Okay.
done any type of parasite cleanses before?
I have done some and I've definitely found like, yeah, stuff changes, but I haven't been able to find like kind of like get to the full healing, I guess. Like
Right.
it's still,
What type
yeah.
of what type of parasite cleanses have you done before?
Um, in the past, I've done like the medical medium, so like the quite strong cutting out like everything and doing celery juicing every day.
Yeah, you're gonna do jack shit with what you got going on.
Yeah,
Are you familiar with Dr. Hulda Clark?
no,
Hulda Clark. She is the one that invented gut health parasite cleanses in the late 70s, early 80s. And everyone that's created anything since then is based off of her work. She's the
okay,
one that uses the zapper. Have you ever heard of something called the zapper?
no,
All right, so if you have a computer in front of you, type in Hulda Hulda Clark. It'll take you to her store. She has passed away, but her family
yeah,
is continuing her store. You need the full parasite cleanse with the zapper. It is
cool.
a 6 weeks cleanse. It is not easy. And it
Yeah,
comes with this little device you attach to your belt that touches your skin and regularly puts in electrical frequencies that don't do any harm to you, but stir up the parasites and help them die off faster.
okay, amazing. Yeah, I will definitely give it a
So
try. Thank you.
that's the first thing. Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you had your IBS?
I've had it for 5 years.
Okay. I'm going to ask a difficult question. Did you have regular anal sex?
I had anal sex like last year, but not really regularly.
What about 5 years ago?
No.
Okay. So it only been something new.
Yeah, it definitely like I was traveling 5 years ago and I had like intense like vomiting and diarrhea in India and I thought maybe that was when it began.
No, that's where you got your parasites from.
Yeah.
All right. What were you doing in India?
I was visiting people that I make clothes with for my business at the time, but yeah, I haven't been back since then.
And would you say that the IBS came on relatively quickly when you got back?
Yes.
Yeah. You have the classic Indian parasites. So
Okay.
no one you've never put this together. You know that you can't drink the water there. You can't eat most of the food there, right?
Yeah, I have put it together and I've seen naturopaths and I've done like those gut tests with the poo stools and things. And
They're not. They're
I've
not.
done,
They're not going to show these Indian
yeah,
parasites. They're not going to show them. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And none of them have recommended Hulda Clark's Zapper.
No one's recommended that so far. No.
I have to call it that somebody is protecting some of their own products. They should
I've
have known. They should,
definitely, yeah, I've definitely had a lot of products like from the naturopaths
yeah,
in,
somebody's
yeah,
holding on to their product line. They should have known when it didn't, when whatever they're doing didn't clear you out, and you continued it. All right,
yeah, okay.
something to understand with Indian parasites, they always come with a spiritual harvest energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is the business relatively successful? Not successful? What's the state of the business?
Um, I would say that it is, I mean, I actually closed it down this year. So it started, definitely was successful. And then during COVID, which was pretty soon after that India trip, it just started to taper out and not be as successful.
And to the point you just shut it down.
Yeah, but I also feel like I was being pushed. I'm also doing healing work and doula work, and I just felt like I couldn't hold all of it, and it wasn't, Yeah, maybe if it was still successful, I would have continued it, but it just felt like I'm being pushed in a different direction.
Let me say this. It couldn't be successful. There was an energetic harvesting that's attached to it.
Okay.
And this is not a knock on the Indian people. This is ancestral karmas. Okay? You have
Yeah.
karma with the Indian people, and this is a way to resolve it. But it is going to require you to go through significant diet changes afterwards. Okay?
Okay.
So, just something to understand about the Holder Clark parasite cleanse. Once shit starts dying off, and it looks like you're going to shit out something that looks like a dead octopus,
Yeah.
it's a metaphor. You're going to go through die off phases where you're going to not be able to sleep at night. You'll feel like you have a flu symptoms. Stick with it as much as you can. Okay. If you have to stop halfway through, that's okay. You need to restart it and you need to make sure you're using the zapper along with it. This type of parasite is also going to require the spiritual cleansing of the journey there, the people met, the people lost, the business that was hopes and dreams, and you got to be able to purge it completely. So,
Okay.
business paperwork that you don't absolutely need, ritualistically burn it, break contracts, vows, and agreements, make new contract vows and agreements to what you're doing now. That
Yeah.
old you went down a path, it has learned everything it can learn from that, and it does not need to learn anymore.
Yeah.
Once you're done with the parasite cleanse, you are absolutely not going to be able to maintain being any form of vegetarian. If you are just going to have to accept eating proteins. Without the proper proteins, these parasites are going to grow back.
Yeah, yeah, I've had to like I was vegetarian in the past and I've just found that like the only food that doesn't make me flare up is pretty much like a very more like carnivorous diet. So,
Right. And I would
yeah.
suggest that you look at carnivore style cooking. Okay.
Yeah.
And just understand probably for the next year, you're going to need that because you need to regenerate a natural gut genome.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with a pure vegetarian diet. You just can't. You won't be able to get the proteins you need to recover that. Now,
Yeah.
there are probiotics that you can get, the ones that are in the refrigerator, not the dry open pills. But what comes with probiotics is you're going to have skin outbreaks. You're going to have all sorts of other stuff go on. So it's very important that you take care of your skin.
Okay.
You use like a skin cream or anything?
I just use like pretty natural, yeah, like oils.
Okay.
Um,
Do you know
yeah.
how to get cannabis?
Yes, yeah.
All right. So have you ever cooked cannabis to make oils out of it? Get an oil out of it?
It's funny, I actually just got given like a big bag of leaf to make oil yesterday. So,
So irony is there. So when you are on the Hulda Clark thing, you're probably going to have something breakouts, skin breakouts that will look like small red lesions. All it is part of the die off, and
yeah.
then the regrowing of your gut. Your skin is going to be the first thing that's going to show you're not processing foods, etc. Um, you got to prepare for the diet and the meal that you take afterwards. In the beginning, after the Hulda Clark, your diet's going to be very small, but you
Yeah.
have to make sure you get 40 grams of protein every day when you're done with it. The first 4 or 5 days after it will be challenging to eat that much, but you have to make sure you do it. And then
Hmm.
you need to make sure that whatever vitamins that you're taking are very soft digestion vitamins. The vast majority of supplements have so much binder in them, they do more harm than good. And most people only take 1 or 2% of what's in every pill because they can't break down the binder.
Hmm.
So how many supplements do you take in a day?
Um, I don't actually really take many. I just take some magnesium and some iron. Sometimes zinc.
Yeah, the magnesium and the iron is what's keeping you out of um, anemia right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so what you want to do is find a naturopath that can give you a extremely high grade multivitamin, or switch to something like Huel. Do you know what Huel is? Huel.
No, but I can look it up.
All right, so it is a meal replacement that has all the vitamins, minerals, and everything you need in it.
Yeah.
It might be something you can use while you're on the Dr. Holder Clark's thing. Some people like it, some people don't. But
Hmm.
during the 6 weeks, you have to be able to eat food. Part of the
Yeah.
way you get the kill off is you got to make sure the parasites that are deep, deep, deep in the mucus get stirred up. And that's what the zapper part does, the little electromagnetic zaps that it continuously puts into your skin. It makes that stirs up those parasites that are deep in there. So you can use Huel, Huel.com. You can look at it. It's got all the vitamins and minerals, but it's very important that you get the D's, the B's, and the zincs. Okay. If you can find it all in one, that's great.
Okay, amazing. Thank you.
All right. Um, have you had any nightmares recently?
Recently, yeah, I did have a nightmare last week, which is very rare for me.
Do you know what it was about?
Um, yeah, but it felt like I don't know, it was like my friend who's really sick, and it was like her being murdered by someone.
And how long ago was that?
It was maybe like a week and a half ago.
All right. So those are the gut parasites affecting your dreaming space.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes, when parasites have that kind of energy, they can attract negative forces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And make you susceptible to things getting in and upsetting your routines. We'll just put it like that.
Yeah.
So when you're on your parasite not kill off journey with the Holder Clark, you are going to
Yeah.
have a little bit of a vigilant state where the parasites are going to reach out and try to get stuff to protect it and get you off of the journey,
Mm-hmm.
make you quit.
Okay.
Okay. And yes, there's a fine line. If you're sick, you're sick. As I
Yeah.
said, that's going to happen. You're going to be lack of sleep. All sorts of things are going to come, and even like feeling the flu symptoms. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
but try to stick with it. Be logical about it, and just
Yeah.
understand it is going to reach out. It is going to try to get things to upset your day. Okay.
Okay. And just quickly, I just missed before with the cannabis oil, did you mean to apply it topically to the skin?
Yes, I just I
Yeah.
didn't finish that. So you're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna take coconut oil, like 20,
Yeah.
30 ounces of coconut oil, and you're going to cook it in that.
Yeah.
Make sure
Yeah.
you watch a whole bunch of videos about it first, okay? A whole
Yeah.
bunch of videos. And because you got to really cook it at the right temperature. If you don't cook it at the right temperature, you lose the majority of the potency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you're going to
Mm-hmm.
apply it topically, but I also suggest that you take some of it and make cannabis suppositories with it. Have you ever
Mm-hmm.
used suppositories before?
I haven't, no.
So suppositories can stop your constipation.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is for a completely different purpose. When you add cannabis into a suppository, it bypasses the liver and goes directly to the blood. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to have a high feeling. It will help you with some of the constipation, but its main purpose is helping you deal with the gut die off that's going to be going on.
Yeah. Okay.
You can go online and find a home suppository kit. It's really easy. People have been doing it for centuries and centuries. Okay.
Yeah.
And educate yourself on that. You could also talk to other people about it. It will greatly help you on that journey. Now, making it strong versus making it weak. My first advice is make your initial ones strong. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you begin to make new ones, you'll know what the right dosage is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And since you got leaf and shake and stuff like that, it's not going to be terribly powerful, but it'll be strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So during your time, you got to have prepare some spiritual defenses. And it's very, very important that you get some form of deep tissue massage while you're going through your detox.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do yoga?
I do dance, like I do a lot of dance and movement, but not yoga particularly.
All right. Do you have a stretching routine?
Yeah, yeah,
So during your initial journey onto the detox, the getting the parasitical detox, it's more important that you do stretching than dancing.
okay.
You can slowly work the dancing in, okay?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
stretching is really, really important because you're going to have a backup and you need to make sure that the rest of your fluid system is working correctly. Okay.
mm-hmm.
When the parasites start fighting back, they just fuck up everything in your body. Okay. And
Yeah,
if you overwork yourself, you will feel feverish. That's why I'm saying don't just jump into the dance. Make it
yeah,
more about stretching journey for your first, if it's a 18-day or 22-day cleanse, your first week, really make it about stretching.
yeah. Okay, cool.
And then it's important that you write your own contract revocation based on IBS, all the symptoms that it's given you. You're removing it as an experience. You've learned everything from it, and you're
Yeah.
replacing it with your new growth, your new state, and make that a regular ritual and ceremony that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
make that a part of the journey. This is your 6 weeks to get rid of these ancestral karmic parasites.
Mm-hmm.
Really ritualize and ceremony, and give it its ceremonial due.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask?
I just have one other question. I'm looking at studying midwifery next year, and it's a 3-year course. And I've been a full yes, but I'm also a little bit worried about entering like fully into the system.
All right,
And I
so
just,
you're
yeah,
you're in Australia.
yeah.
So what are the laws for midwives right now and doulary there? I have heard that they can be very harsh on them.
They can be, yeah. And like to become what I want to become is a private practicing midwife, you have to do a lot of hours within the hospital system.
Right.
Um, yeah, I don't know the full laws exactly, but
All
there's
right.
just like, yeah.
What made you want to go to midwifery?
I feel like I've been doularing, but I want to have the proper skills to support women like fully. And yeah, that was why I thought actually doing the midwifery will give me those skills, practical skills.
Okay, so you can support women with any healing skill set, right?
Yeah.
So why midwifery? Give me a more in-depth answer because it's a very shallow answer.
Yeah, so I've been supporting women as a doula, and I feel like creating the space for babies to come through into like a very different field than what is being currently created within the system. So like allowing women to be in their power, allowing the baby to land here.
You're a light worker. You're a light worker talking to me. Do you even realize you're a light worker talking?
Yeah, and that's why I've been afraid to go down the system route.
I'm going to tell you this. You've got far too much propaganda going through you that to if you were to take this up, you are going to discover it's not what you want. I'm going to say
Okay.
way too much propaganda and light worker is coming out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You would do far better going and taking an acupuncture degree, a 2-year acupuncture, a 3-year acupuncture degree, and then specializing in birthing afterwards. Okay.
Mm. Yeah, I've been also studying craniosacral, and that's been amazing.
Yeah, there's also craniosacral for infants, craniosacral for pregnant women. That could be
Yeah,
a multi-year course for you too.
yeah.
I would suggest that you pick something harder. If you were going to take a 3-year midwife class, I would replace it with a 3-year acupuncture degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go and take those other classes after you've done that.
Yeah, I think it just like I feel like also following my excitement, and like I get very excited about birth rather than like um yeah, something like acupuncture.
So your following of the excitement is your impulse control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's not actually impulse control if you're following a desire and an excitement.
Okay. I don't fully understand what impulse control is.
Logical, full understanding of the choices that are ahead of you versus by feeling is taking me on a wing and a prayer. Because you
Mm-hmm.
are wing and prayer propaganda right now. And until you truly realize the depth of how indoctrinated you are into your own bullshit,
Yeah.
you are not going to be happy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean you are indoctrinated into your own bullshit right now. You can only
Okay.
give a light worker answer. You can't
Mm.
give a solid I want to help women give birth without the doctors cutting it out of them energy. You
Yeah.
don't have any of the other part of the argument. You only have the light worker argument.
Yeah, I definitely feel also what you're saying. It's like I am sick of seeing women being cut open when they shouldn't be cut open, and even with episiotomies being done on women when they maybe didn't need it. Like I definitely feel strongly about all of that as well.
Okay. You are going if you go into the field of the doula, you are going to be getting into the center of the fight against natural birth. I'm a bluntly say you are not strong enough in the state of being you are right now to deal with that.
Okay.
You are not. You are not there. This is why
Mm-hmm.
I'm there. That's why I'm really imparting to you that you have to truly see your indoctrinated self through feeling, not full understanding of the choice and what it
Mm-hmm.
really, really means. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
winging a prayer and flying like a light worker, and you're going to get burnt by the sun here. But
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to take a step back. You need to really take a step back. I would highly recommend that you do this cleanse. And if it
yeah.
doesn't completely go away, you wait another month or so or 2 months and you try the cleanse again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
only after that do you make any kind of big life decisions.
Okay.
Okay. On a
Yeah.
side note, you can go study cranial sacral therapy. You can make a significant work at it. You can help every woman that is out there. But
Mm-hmm.
if you limit yourself to just women, you will defeat yourself when it comes to hustling for clients. Men
Mm-hmm.
are just as much in need.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think part of your indoctrinated self is blocking you out from your greater healing skills.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I hear you. I didn't want to come on this call and get this answer, but I think it's
Okay?
good.
Okay? It'd probably be really good for you to go back and listen to this a couple different times. And when you hear the word indoctrinated self speaking through authority through you, okay,
Mm,
winging a prayer of a light worker guiding you to something you don't truly get,
mm,
and the person that you are today is not a person who's going to be able to handle a doctor coming down and kicking you out of an office just because they can. in the middle
Yeah.
of a high birth, and the woman that you've worked with for months and months and months has nowhere left to go because the doctor has ordered them out of the hospital too.
Mm,
And then you're
mm.
in a continuous set of lawsuits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Australia is not a good place to be practicing a doula. Does it need it? Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It's not the place to do it for the state of being that you are in today. You would be a
Yeah.
far better healer by encompassing everyone needs healing, and I am a universal healer as part of your choice points that you have ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think that's probably me complete. I don't know. I think that's good to just sit with, like, go through the cleanse now.
Yeah. All right, darling. I gotta let you go. I gotta move on to my next caller.
Okay, thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome. All right.
All right, bye.
Hey, bye bye. All right, Katie, you are the next caller. Signal to unmute. Katie, are you there? Katie, going once.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, darling, how you doing today?
Hi. I'm so excited to talk to you. So be careful about reading my energy. I don't know if there's something attached to me. But I've been needing your help, and I'm really concerned.
Tell
So
me what's going on with you.
so like I have a lot of concerns over like and I messaged your team about it, but like it was like an identity crisis.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if there was like a situation in which like something transferred its DNA to me
Okay.
and left my body.
So tell me a little about what's going on with you.
Okay. So I did it was a no-no. There was a big no-no that I did like about a year ago, and I'm schizophrenic, and pretty much like I went out on the lawn, and I like meditated, and I said a whole bunch of things out there. So
Okay.
yeah.
Are you on any meds right now?
Yes, I'm on meds right now.
Okay. What are you on?
I'm on Abilify.
And how long you been on it for?
A couple of days. I'm back on it a couple of days.
How long were you off of it from?
I don't necessarily like know how long I was off of it, but um
How did you get back onto it? Did you just start taking the meds again?
I started taking the meds again because I started getting like really freaked out.
All right. So whenever you go off of meds, you go into withdrawal. Did you know
Okay.
that? Your body,
Yeah, I knew that.
especially Abilify, your body, you can only wean yourself off of it, and it takes months and months and months to wean yourself off of those medicines.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be serious and harsh and yet loving at the same time with you. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a person that prescribes that you can go to and talk to?
I do.
Okay. It's very important that you call them the next opportunity. Do not wait. Period. What is going to end up happening is you are going to cycle in and out of what's going on with you, and it's going to get progressively stronger. They need to readjust your dosing. Okay.
Okay.
If they don't readjust your dosing and do blood tests on you, you are going to be cycling in and out of it, and then you're going to force yourself to go out of the meds because you're going to lose parts of yourself. That's the reason you went off the meds in the first place. And since you don't even know how long you've been off, you've already had several cycles of schism, breaking
Okay.
of reality. Okay. Right now, I'm going to say this. You are not haunted. There are no ghosts in you or around you. I want you to
Okay.
hear that. There are no ghosts. Just because you have schizophrenia doesn't mean the voices aren't real. What it means is they are bleeding through from other places and spaces and aspects of your mind that are not in grounded states.
Okay.
Have you been eating regularly?
I'm trying to.
So how much have you actually eaten in the last couple days?
Um, I've had a couple of things of fruit and stuff like that, and maybe some
Basically,
juice.
what you're telling me is you're starving yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You need to stop that. If you do
Okay.
not have food, you will not metabolize the medicines.
Yeah.
You'll get sick. You will end up in the hospital. And if you end up in the hospital, they're probably going to send you to a psych ward.
Yeah, and another thing too is my third eye's been kind of it's kind of going crazy, and I don't understand why that's happening.
No, it's not. It's not going crazy. You went off of the meds and you are chemically screwed up right now. Your third eye is working just fine. You
Oh,
are having issues with the schizophrenia in general because the chemistry of drugs that you're on is not properly working for you.
okay.
Okay? So step one, you have to call the person that's in charge of you. Step two, when you're done with this call, you have to absolutely eat food every day. And when I mean every
Okay.
day, 3 meals a day. And if you are not eating 3 meals a day, that's you not wanting to get better.
Okay.
Step three, there's going to come a point where you're going to probably have to go in to a facility. If it gets to that point, go voluntarily. Don't be taken by the cops. Do you hear
Okay.
me? Do you
Yes,
hear
I
me?
do. Yes, I do.
If you get taken by the cops, what comes afterwards, you're never going to get free. And I
Okay.
want you to hear that. You're never going to get free. That's going to be
Okay.
around your neck the rest of your life. Okay? If you've got
Okay.
to go in tonight and voluntarily put yourself in, say you're off your meds, you're having some challenges, it is far better to do that and get yourself regular, back to eating food, back on a grounded cycle so you can start again.
Okay. I'll get that together then.
Okay? Don't wait. The
Okay.
more you wait, the more the other voices are going to convince you down another path.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's the advice I have for you, darling. I wish you
Is
the
there,
absolute best, but there's very little I can do until you eat food, get grounded, and have a grander understanding of what you're going through. Your body is literally eating itself.
okay. Is that why I'm like burning up and everything like that?
Yep, yep, yep. That's why I'm telling you to go in.
Okay.
You're also very dehydrated.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you have a facility you could go to?
I do. I do. I'll try to get my food and water stabilized though first because I don't want to go back down that road. I really don't.
I don't think you have a choice, ma'am.
I don't
I
have a
don't.
choice.
I don't think you really have a choice. I don't think you really understand how dehydrated and underfed you are. I really don't think you have a deep understanding of how underfed you are.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I would like for you to trust me on this one. And I extend my faith, my prayers to you that you can get through this. I truly believe if you wait and wait and wait, this will get worse. And it's
Yeah.
because you're on Abilify. Abilify is a very challenging drug to go off of.
Do you suggest I try something else?
I suggest that you go in and have them give you a different med. Yes, they may want you to stay on that med for 3 or 4 months before they go something else, because when you went off of it, you changed your cycle of chemistry.
Okay.
Okay. But if you go in, they can give you a different oral medication and they could have it change it faster.
Yeah.
That's why you would go in. And I'm recommending that you go in because you are dehydrated, you are underfed, and these cycles are going to get worse because you have to have your primer medicine, which you didn't take. You just were off the meds and restarted taking them.
Okay.
That's a no-no on that drug.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right. Go in tonight. Seriously, go in tonight. That's my advice.
Is it any way I can just like eat and drink and take care of myself like beforehand?
I've already told you that. I don't think you can. I think the longer that it takes days for you to rehydrate, days for you to eat food and keep it down. I think once you start binging on food, you're going to start throwing it up.
Okay. Should I wait until like tomorrow or because like I really don't want to go in tonight. I don't want to go. I don't want to go at all if I can help
Why?
it.
Why?
I'm afraid to.
Okay. You're calling and asking me for help.
I am calling you and asking you for help.
And I'm giving you the best help that will get you back to normal, grounded, and ability to grow again.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Okay? Take that. You have prayers with you. You have an entire audience of people rooting for you. Just
All right.
go in. Get over the fear and just go in. Hi, darling. Great talking to you.
Okay. Bye, Andrew.
Bye-bye. All right, we're going to move on to the next caller. Let's see. We've got Dwayne, signal to unmute. Dwayne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Dwayne, how's it going?
Oh, not bad. Just
What do
enjoying listening to you. I didn't really have a question. I was just enjoying listening to you.
What do you enjoy about listening to me? I like inquiring into people. Like, what do they hear when they hear me do my skills?
um,
What do you see when I do it? Tell me.
you jumping around timelines, jumping through people's energies. It's just interesting. You know, it's more goony goo goo. You know, I was thinking the other day that some people wake up and realize they're on the Truman Show, and they think that they're Jim Carrey, but then they go through another awakening, and then they wake up and realize they're Forrest Gump and they're in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
And then they realize they're actually Eddie Murphy and they're talking to Gus.
Yep.
What the fuck is Goonie Goo Goo? No, your vibe is just so interesting to me. That's all. It's different.
And how is it different?
You're very high in rank. Spiritual rank.
Mm-hmm. It's because I practice.
Yeah, but you were born like it too. And also when you were I was thinking about something there a minute ago, about how you keep it all that information and remain neutral in your perspective.
Without practice, I would have never done it.
Yeah,
I have said this. I practiced the basics until my blood boiled, and then I practiced them some more. And I did that for months and years until finally my blood didn't boil anymore. It was solid alloy metal of density and wisdom from the basics. And then from the basics, which is prayer, self-healing and self-nurturing, and the mastery of self-healing and nurturing, And within that, all wisdom is available to be held in the deep alloys of the vein.
The Ouroboros, the balance between detachment and compassion.
Yes, sacred neutrality to the very vibratory essence of my self-practiced being, who is on a path to self-illumination, and I know I can share the self-illumination journeys with others. I mastered the prose and the phrase and the words coming out of my mouth didn't scare me. There was a time that I was doing this, and I'm like, what am I saying? Where did I learn this from? And I learned the journey of equal co-creation, non-competition, non-hierarchical order. I am a one nation of dreaming self, nation of one, with an infinite set of perspectives within me. And by mastering equal co-creation, non-competition, non-hierarchical order as an expression of emanation and not an emulation of it, within that nature of mastery, became the skill.
Yeah, you got away with words, that's for sure.
But I practiced. Let me tell you, I had a thesaurus everywhere I went for a few years. I'd just randomly open the thesaurus. What is the new word of the day? Figure out how I could write it into a sentence or a story or whatever it was.
I would have liked to meet you when you were a kid.
Yeah, I was a very creative kid. Okay. Okay.
Two of us would have been singing Sometimes You Feel Like a Nut.
No, I never felt like a nut. I never let
No.
people know until I was a much older person what was going on internally. There was a clear, distinct, this is me being human and Andrew, and this is something else going on that I'm choosing not to speak about with them because they will not understand it.
Yeah, I've been
It's what I call the 900-year-old 9-year-old.
900-year. Yeah.
The 900-year-old 9-year-old. Okay, so when I was 9, 10, 11, 12, I had hundreds of years of wisdom in there, and I could let it out in my writings, the thises and the that's, but I didn't share it with my family because they simply couldn't understand it. Okay?
Yeah,
And then
tell me
as
about
I
it. Yeah.
began moving away from Greek Orthodox religion, and I have a great honor for it. I learned a lot about faith in that. But as I began to discover Native American sweat lodges, deeper forms of ancestral prayers, ancestral practicing, cranial sacral therapy, Reiki 123, Karuna 123, all the different energy healings, myofascial release. Okay, I was able to become a master healer. And then Spirit said, you must go beyond just the healing with the physical hands, learn to do sessions. I did sessions, and I moved completely out of doing physical hands-on healing. And Spirit said, take it on the road, go public. And for years, I battled with going public until finally one day Spirit wedged its foot so far up my ass, I went public. Okay?
Two by four at the back of it.
The years of being a hands-on healer with all the great intuitions that come with it.
Have you ever spoke to the Wonder Group?
No.
I met them in Arizona.
What do they do?
Well, the euphorics.
Okay. How did you meet them?
A friend had a guy had a web page, and I was going through something, and this young man was an aggregate channeler for this group and these beings, and I went down and they removed an entity from me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had an interdimensional or some shit like that. But anyway,
Unfortunately, a lot of people get trapped with that stuff.
yeah, I had a Satanist book me.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, apparently that all turned out for almost like a destiny, a purpose to it.
Sure. Anytime an interdimensional comes in, for as bad as it can be, it will eventually, something positive will come out of it if you can go to the grander healing. Not that the being's intending to leave something positive, it's just the nature of energy exchange between the realms.
Yeah, it's an expansion of
Yeah.
expansion to one side leads to the expansion on the other.
Yeah.
Growth on one side, I should say, leads to growth on the other. But
What did you think of that mentorship class we did the other day on the webinar?
great, awesome. I'd like to continue it.
Well, classes are open if you're interested in joining.
Well, we'll see what happens over Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. So that worthiness really got to you.
Oh, big time, big time. It struck me. It's something that I knew, but just didn't formulate.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you're looking at too much at a time, and then
Yep.
the simplest thing just doesn't click in. And that's sort of what you did there. You put it right to the core of what I was actually looking for at the time. It was, anyway. you know that it happens on more levels than just that call.
Yeah, like you said, it was like written for you. Well, it was written for everyone that has gone through any form of unworthiness. I just hit every nail in the coffin of worthiness. Left no stone unturned.
Yeah, that letter is on your site, is it? In the members area where I can go to?
It'll be in the webinar. Yeah, the link will be there for the two that I shared. But those are a part of the new teachings that I'll be bringing out in January. I have 32 new teachings that I've put together.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've been working my little galactic historian tail off.
Yeah, well, it's they are all labyrinths,
Yeah.
to that are. I once had a dream where I was at a party with a bunch of musicians, and they were all like celebrating me. And when I walked down the hallway, there was a hole in the wall and a little set of stairs, and there was me as a little boy going up the stairs through a door. And when I looked at the door had a parchment onto it. I couldn't read what was on the parchment, but I asked the psychic later. She said, behind the door, she said, if you had gone through the door, there was a labyrinth.
Yeah,
And
the labyrinth is a teacher for you.
well, I thought it was a way out.
No, it's a teacher. There are certain types of entity is the wrong word. A collective elemental force, not a collective of beings, a collective of elemental forces who take on labyrinth form to train people in the mastery of the elements of life and spirit.
Yeah, well, they love to give me lessons, that's for sure.
Yeah, they have a reason why. Are you going to realize the reason?
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. It seems to be wanting to come to me right now.
Yeah, but what do you do with it once you have it? It's like the dog that finally catches the car tire.
The Breakfast Club, maybe.
I think you need to think bigger.
You think so?
I think you have enjoying being a medium fish in a small pond. It feels very safe for you.
Yeah.
And being a small fish in a giant pond is not something you want to try.
New levels, new devils.
Yep. But there's a journey of being the small fish. Eventually grow up and you're a big fish.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll get into that in the new year.
Big fish, big ocean.
Megalodon. Yeah.
All right, brother, I gotta let you go. I've got to get ready for my members show next.
Thanks for talking to me.
All right, everybody. If you'd like to join our members area, go to my website, andrewbartzis.com, and join the members area. Also, if you want to join the mentorship, the new mentorship, which begins the third week in January, is open to signups right now. Also, for those of you that can't afford the mentorship, the booklets alone are available. So if you'd like the Living the Mystical Life Daily core teaching book, it is available. The mentorship core teachings are also there as a separate book. And then the Living the Mystical Life Nightly, which is the continuing teachings of all three. Each is available for those of you who want to be able to do your own singular practice by yourself but are unable to join the mentorship classes. All right, Joel, take